Hey guys, Jarek and Muki here, and I am playing as your favorite character. I
Oh,
can't say that with a
seriously?
straight face.
Jigglypuff can go die. Jigglypuff can go die in a fire.
I have really good news for you.
What?
This video has not only one game, but two games. so
Okay.
I really need to point out I am not a Jigglypuff main. I don't ever play as Jigglypuff. I'm getting better with her, but like honestly, before these few games, I really didn't start. Like I didn't use her at all ever. I knew kind of how to because it's like you keep up the competitive scene, you pick up on tactics, and Jigglypuff isn't necessarily the hardest character to pick up. Of course, learning to get combos into rest is difficult, but the movement is pretty simple. Once you get it down, it's all horizontal aerial movement, so it's pretty simple. It's Someone made a really good comparison and said that Wario's aerial movement feels a lot like Jigglypuff's, and it's true. But yeah, and you'll probably notice that this first game wasn't quite as good as the second game. Just between like a few games, I was starting to adjust to how Jigglypuff played and get used to it. So the
hmm
second game is better than the first one. So if you want to see better Jigglypuff play, wait for the second one. But if you want to see good Jigglypuff play, just go watch competitive matches with like Hungry Box or something. Because I'm not god at Jigglypuff, or really
If
that good,
if it's
to
one
be
thing that
honest.
I've noticed is extremely effective against Link, at least while I was trying to learn how to fight Jigglypuff, was the whole diagonal like jumps that you do.
Yeah, that's useful against everyone ever.
They're
like that.
so freaking annoying. Like you
So
have no idea.
the primary way to use Jigglypuff is a lot of aerial movement and a lot of back airs, because Jigglypuff's back air is really strong compared to all of her other moves, and you can use the other ones like that, which would have killed if I had just gotten a little bit lower. But typically the back airs will send you much farther because they're just stronger. Um, I don't really need to go over all of her moves because they all have uses, but the one hint you can learn is float backwards and use her back air. I mean, like you see right there, you don't need to use the back air, but the back air is more effective.
Yeah. Just Jigglypuff's freaking like recovery as well is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Puff is
But
one of those characters that if you don't get her out of a blast zone, she's coming back.
yeah, can't
She
stand
has
it.
a lot of surprisingly good moves. Like Jigglypuff is one of those characters that every casual player looks at and just scoffs at. And then you see competitive players that have picked up Jigglypuff and it's like, oh my god, I'm scared.
How can something with such a dumb face be so good?
You're basically getting your ass kicked by a balloon.
Yeah, it's humiliating. That's the only. It's like humiliating, but not really because Jigglypuff's a pretty high tier character from what I understand.
In Melee, yes. I don't think she was that high in Brawl. In Project M, she was actually not very useful. And I can't, like, this is kind of what everyone has said. I can't figure out what it is, but in Project M, she's just not good. Like, something about her is really, really awkward to use. And that seems to be the common opinion about it. I can't figure out why. But in Smash 4, thankfully, she's good. Very good. Most of her old tactics work. I don't think her rest is quite as strong as it used to be, but it still, for the most part, is going to kill in one hit, almost no matter what. It
Yes,
just seems
I'm
that
well aware.
definitely. It just seems that Jigglypuff now, her rest kill from the top, like always. Occasionally from the side, even with DI, you would kill up the kind of the top side of the screen. Now it almost seems like you go straight up. Um, I don't know how DI really affects it in this one, so I couldn't tell you much more about it. But yeah, Puff is, if you liked playing as Puff in Melee, some good news. She's back. If you don't like Puff, bad news, she's back. Okay, now you understand the bane of my existence. I have been a Marth main since Melee, and Puff is not a very good matchup against Marth. I've talked about this before, I've talked to you about it, but it's kind of just well accepted that that's knowledge.
Well, have you
Um,
never tried playing as Jigglypuff in any of the other Smashes?
Not really. And that Sing is effective now.
Oh, that combo though.
The Sing, I think before, I can't remember what it was. It was some low percentage. Like, even if you were standing directly in Jigglypuff's Sing, it was like some low percentage to actually put them to sleep, so it wasn't really useful. But now it actually seems much more effective. And that's
Seems
another annoying thing about Puff, is that a lot of your moves will hit her too far away for you to be able to follow up.
Yeah,
And there
she's
was
extremely
actually,
bouncy, like floaty, I guess is the word, where she gets knocked back a lot. So if I try to say do a forward smash with Link, the first one knocks you too far for me to follow up with the second half of the smash.
yeah, which, and there was a missed rest that you totally could have punished on. Um, there was a lot of things I could have said while we were playing, but I didn't because I was being a dick. Um, I didn't because I was having too much fun being a jerk with Jigglypuff and learning, figuring things out. You could have totally punished like so much better with rests, and a lot of it is just being a little bit more clever about really simple things. Like for instance, if the first hits me too far away, and the second hit of Link's forward smash does more damage, just miss with the first one and hit with the second one. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking that the entire time. Like, why are you not doing this? Or you could have just done an up tilt or an up smash, and you totally just shielded that. But yeah, the up smash, it doesn't seem to be a very reliable way to kill Puff, because of course if you hit with the last one, you're gonna kill her almost no matter what, at like the lowest of percents. But again, she gets knocked back too much, and you pretty much have to hit with the first ones to lead in the third one, so I don't think that's as reliable.
Hmm.
So it seems to be either second hit of forward smash or up tilt.
Yeah, Link's up tilt is surprisingly good.
Pretty much
Like,
almost everyone's up tilt is really good. Even Captain Falcon's up tilt is good now. And Falcon's up tilt before was not very useful. Now
mhm.
it's strange. If it's on the ground, it will send them really far because you're bouncing them off the ground. If you're hitting them off stage, like if you're standing on the ledge, it will spike them, which is new.
Strange.
So that's pretty cool. Uh, Marth's up tilt is godlike. Always has been. It always will be. It's a huge swing sword above your head. Like that might as well just be his up smash. That's what everyone uses. No one uses his. I mean, you can use his up smash now. It's a little bit more useful, but still, if you can use the up tilt, you don't have much reason to aside from very specific situations.
I believe this was the match where I started to realize how annoying Jigglypuff's air movement was.
This is the match where you're like, fucking fuck Puff. I hate this character.
I recently went off on a rant on like Skype to you about how much I hate Jigglypuff.
So what happened there is that I linked a video of something I found in the Smash Brothers subreddit about a Jigglypuff that got a double rest on Captain Falcons in teams, and you saw that, and you're just like, fuck Puff, and just went off in like this huge paragraph about how much you hated Jigglypuff.
I don't think I've cursed nearly as much in my entire life.
It's a difficult matchup. It really is. It's more difficult for some characters than others. Um, it's Fox has a pretty good time with Puff because he has a lot of up kill potential, and Puff is really light, so you're gonna want to kill her up. And there I hate how easy it is to grab on the ledge. I really do. Because there I was trying to go off ledge, and I just grabbed it.
Yes, this
And
aerial
that's
movement was driving me insane.
you gotta
I did
weave in and
not
out of
know
what
what to
people do.
do.
It's a learning experience. It really is. Just be glad it's not like melee, because it was even more annoying. Actually, I can't even say it's more annoying in melee. With the limited movement you have now, I feel like it'd be more annoying in this game. And I did not mean to do a rest there, but Puff is so floaty I can still come back. With only 2 jumps.
I couldn't believe that. I thought you were gone.
There's a few mistakes I had like that. Like, one time I did a full-ass rollout off stage, and I came back pretty easily.
Yeah, Puff's recovery
I
is OP.
I made the mistake of thinking I could turn rollout around once I started it. You can't. Once you start charging it, you're going that direction you're charging, no matter what you want to do.
It's like, okay, bye.
And at some point in this game, I am going to teach you guys how to deal with a projectile camping annoying ass Link. It's not here, but it's in one of the lives, so just keep that in your mind.
Eventually. We'll get there.
But yeah, like I said, I'm not like the world's best with Puff. I really don't play as Puff. Like, I really haven't played as Puff at all in
Is it
previous
just
Smash games.
is it just the aesthetic of playing as a fucking balloon?
No, it's just resting everyone.
Yeah.
Resting is the only reason I want to use Puff. It's so satisfying to get that one-hit kill. That was like half the reason I really, really wanted to use Roy, because Roy was, that one-hit kill charge up B that he had in Melee. It's like so satisfying to get. Also, I mean, look at Roy. He looks manly. He's awesome. He's so much better than Marth. Look at how much of a woman Marth looks like. And then you start playing and realize you're an idiot.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I'm sure every casual player has thought that. It's like, but Roy is so much better. He shoots fucking fire out of his sword. How awesome is this? He's totally better than Marth.
And then nope, you start playing as Marth, and you're like, what have I been doing with my life?
Yeah, it's I attribute a lot of my bad habits to playing as Roy because Roy is a really ground-based character. He has like no aerial movements. You have to use his side Bs a lot, which are pretty useful. Um, so yeah, I've been doing that a lot with Marth when I first started playing, so I attributed that to Roy, and I still kind of have those habits every once in a while. So you just got to learn and not do them anymore, and just change your habits. Habits are a hard thing to change.
Oh
They
yeah,
really are. It makes it a lot easier if you have someone who knows what they're doing, kind of almost coaching you in a way, telling you don't do this, so you don't even get those habits to begin with. But how often does that happen?
not too often, unfortunately.
And sometimes if you're going to be a jerkbag like me and just not tell you how to do some things like capitalize on a missed rest.
Hit with the second part of the smash.
But to
Yeah.
be fair, I mean, that was just like one of those things where I'm sure you in your head when I told you that are just like, wow, I'm stupid.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you told me that, I'm like, why did I not think about that?
Because you're stupid.
Well,
Okay,
freaking,
here is how
I
you take
started
care
getting
of.
ragey, so ragey. Started spamming arrows.
Yeah, I'm sure it is this life. This is how you deal with a projectile campy annoying ass Link, and this is how you have to play Puff. It's a slow, annoying thing like this, but this is how you have to play against Puff when you're playing as Link. You have to spam because
This
it's
was the
effective. You
moment where
rack
I
up
was like, fuck
damage.
Puff. Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
stop this, get out of here.
So frustrating.
But yeah, this really is how you have to play against Puff when you're playing as Link, and this is why the matchup is somewhat in Link's favor. You can rack up a lot of damage just by arrows and bombs and things like that, and a lot of professional players have done that, been using Young Link against Jigglypuff in Melee.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it's really stupid and boring to watch, to be honest. Armada has been doing it because Peach is a terrible matchup for Jigglypuff. Like, you are not going to win against the Puff if you're playing as Peach, no matter how good you are. It's it's just not going to happen. So he's been playing his Young Link a lot, and it didn't work. It pretty much results almost every time in timing out, or at least it did at first. So it's just not fun to watch. It's terrible for the game. It's boring. I don't really like it. Before we get to where we need to go, I'd like to point out this game had the world's best ending to it.
I don't recall off
And
the
this is
top
where I
of my head.
rolled off, and I still made it back somehow. I was taking percent, I was so far off, and still made it back. Which is pretty ridiculous.
So ridiculous. Oh, right.
And then I missed a rest.
Right.
You got so amazingly lucky. So with Jigglypuff's rest, you really got to be in their face, like almost through them. That's why I do a short hop before I do it, because you can do it more reliably, but I kind of messed up. Which, someone that just picked up Puff is to be expected. It's going to happen.
Yeah. It's all a learning experience.
I totally made up for it, though. Because I don't know why you ran into that, but this is the best ending to any match.
Better not be seeing that on the Smash Bros. Subreddit.
Oh, you're totally going to.
No.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be picking up Puffs as one of my mains, to your relief, most likely. But
Thank
I just
God.
wanted to
Thank
upload.
everything that is holy.
I just wanted to upload something Puff because it can be a fun character to watch when someone's trying to get rests like crazy and going into combos like that. So there's been some more Smash for the 3DS. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.